Hey, good morning guys. Today what we're going to do is work on all the different variations of a push-up. Not everyone can do a push-up on the ground, and that's okay. So I'm going to show you all the different things we can do that are basically what we would call a modified push-up. There's a lot of things you can do at the house. I mean, truly, if you have a floor, you can do a push-up. However, like I said, not everyone can do a push-up or even a basic floor modified push-up. So what do you do at home or at the gym if you can't do a push-up? Keeping in mind it's the #1 upper body strength movement. So it is very important to keep push-ups in your upper body workouts. So what do? We can't do a ground push-up, and even modified push-ups on the ground are tough. Work your way over to an apparatus like this in the gym, okay? Make sure that the bar is at a specific height. Probably a little higher for most beginners, but I've got it down here right now, but you get the idea. So what you want to do is once you set the bar up, everything else stays the same. Your hands are just outside of shoulder width. Your body is straight. It's on an angle, but it's straight. So your bum isn't like this, okay? And it isn't like this. Make sure you don't hyperextend your back. You want to make sure that your body's straight, you're on your toes, and all you do is bend your elbows, your chest touches the bar, and back up. Bend your elbows, your chest touches the bar, and push back out. Now, the key to this is during the movement, you want to make sure that your entire body goes down. What I see a lot of in the gym, okay, is this. You see how my butt stayed where it's at? You don't want that to happen. You want to make sure that your entire body, from your ankles to your shoulders, are going down to that bar. And again, you can start up higher. A countertop at home is a good idea if you're not at the gym or don't have a gym membership. Use your countertop in your kitchen and do the same thing. And that's a little higher than this, which will make it a little easier. So where do you progress from there? So if you're starting off at countertop height, what you want to do next is maybe go to your table height. Now, remember to make sure that your table is secure up against the wall, that you can't push it. And then you do the same thing on the table. Next step down, a chair. Use chair height, okay? Same thing. Make sure that they're stable up against the wall, that you can't push them. Next step down, a coffee table, okay? So what you're doing, every time you lower that position of your hands, the push-ups are getting more and more difficult, but it's also telling you that you're getting stronger, okay? So we go from countertop, tabletops, chair tops, coffee table height. Now you're ready. So what do we do now? We're ready for the next step, a modified push-up. Now, back in the day, people used to call these girl push-ups. We no longer do that, okay? All a modified push-up is, and maybe I'm going to go on an angle so you can see this here. A modified push-up is you're on your knees, but everything else stays the same. But you go from your knees to your shoulders, okay? Down and up, down and up. So you're actually making sure that those knees go with you. Okay, so you're not on your knee tops. Don't try to stay on your knee tops. It won't work. Roll forward so you're just on the cup up the top, right there where it meets your thigh. Okay? Everything stays the same. Your hands are just outside of shoulder width. Now, having said that, there are different variations of a push-up in the sense of what you do with your elbows. For these push-ups today, we just want the elbows to go out to the side. Okay? We're not doing a military push-up where they go directly next to your rib cage. I'll show that at the end of the clip. So, there, on your knees, now you're ready to do a real push-up. You're able to master 15 of these. It's time to go to a real push-up, okay? Just a push-up. Let's just call it a push-up. Everything's the same. Your body's nice and straight, okay? All the way down, all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. What you don't want to start doing is this little thing I see a lot of people doing. That's not a push-up. That's part of a push-up. All the way down, all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. That is a push-up, okay? So, to recap for now, you got your modified push-up, countertops, bars on apparatus in the gym, modified push-up, push-up. The single greatest upper body movement you can do to gain strength in your upper body. Now, I've got some athletes out there that are thinking that's all fine and dandy. What have you got that's even crazier? Okay, so you got some athletes or just some gym rats that want to really push it. I'm going to give you some ideas on some of the let's just say, X game type push-ups out there. So, one of my favorites is what's called a walkout push-up. The key to this is to keep your legs straight, okay? You want to keep your legs straight. And what that's going to do is fire your hamstrings and your glutes at the same time as you're doing an upper body movement. It's also going to get your heart rate climbing through the roof, which is very good. So you want to bend over, you want to walk it out, do a push-up, walk it back up. Do one more. Okay? Trust me on this. If you do that at a good tempo and do 15 even, that's an amazing workout all in itself. Okay, so that's called a walkout push-up. Now I'm going to introduce you to this beautiful thing here we call the Reebok Step. I have a YouTube video that's showing you, well, 52 of these for my birthday. Trust me when I say this, this is probably one of the most difficult push-ups you're going to do. If you have something like this, you want to put your right hand on one side of the step, your left hand on the ground, touch your pec, walk it over, just like this. That's called a walkover push-up. While I'm at this step, I'm going to show you another variation for explosiveness. And basically you start off with both hands on the Reebok Step and you spring down, spring up. Spring down, spring up. That would be the equivalent of what they used to do, the old clap push-up. I prefer this because sometimes if you miss that clap, you can break your wrist. This one's a little safer. Okay? Marvel is really big right now. I think Spider-Man's a Marvel character. I'm not 100% sure. This wonderful thing here is called a Spider-Man push-up. Basically, on the descent, what you do is bring one or the other. So as you're descending down, you bring your right knee to your right elbow. Go back up. As you descend again, your left knee goes to your left elbow. I'm telling you how to do this before I do it because it's going to be hard to talk while I'm doing it. Spider-Man push-up. So, what have we got? Modified push-ups, countertops, chair tops, tabletops, knee push-ups, push-ups, walkover push-ups, push-ups explosions. Did I mention walkouts? Don't forget the walkouts and the Spider-Man push-ups. Give them all a try and you'll see what works for you and mix it up. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing videos like this all the time, and I'm also going to be posting athletic videos to improve power, stamina, agility, endurance, explosiveness. I'll be dropping my first one of those this Friday. So have a look, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.